Hey everybody, Mr. Regan here. And for our last question in our review, we have a pretty big diagram with a lot going on and a pretty big question here with some answers. So let's go ahead and get into it. The question we're looking to answer is if the starting environment was to change to have all red flowers, which prediction best shows the starting population change over many generations? So what we're looking at here is our starting population with yellow and blue frogs. This is their starting environment. And we have to decide which prediction one or prediction two, best shows the starting population changed over many generations. So, do we think that the starting population would change to this over many generations with our red flower environment, or do we think it would change to this with our red flower environment, picking the best answer? So, let's go ahead and take a look at our options. Starting from the bottom up, number three, neither prediction is correct and all frogs will be extinct, knowing that our starting environment went from yellow and blue to red. Prediction number one is best. A frog could have been born with a mutation in its genes for the red skin trait and lived for a little while. Because red skins frogs are more likely to die, it would have been more likely to die before it had offspring. So the final population would only have yellow and blue frogs, making prediction one the best option. Or is it option one? Prediction two is the best. Two yellow and blue frogs had a baby with a mutation in its gene for the red skin trait. Because the frog was more likely to survive, the baby survived longer, passed on its mutation, so the red skin became common over time. Go ahead and pause the video, select your answer, and unpause the video to then review and see if you got it right. Okay, do we think we got it right? Let's take a look. When we look at our key concepts here, we know that mutations to genes can sometimes introduce new traits into a population. Whenever we look at our population, it is possible for red or green or blue or yellow or any of those traits to come up, whether it's through natural reproduction or through mutation. Individuals with adaptive traits are more likely to live longer and have offspring, whereas non-adaptives are more likely to die without offspring. So these guys have the non-adaptive trait in this red environment, so they're more likely to die. So we would see their populations decrease, like we see here with the decrease in blue and yellow frogs. We know that if there was a mutation, more than likely the reds would reproduce because they have the adaptive trait and live longer and pass on their traits. So knowing that, if we're looking at it, we know that neither prediction is correct, could not be the best choice. We know if there is a mutation with red, they're more likely to survive. We know that prediction one is wrong because just because these guys have red in the new environment doesn't mean they're less likely to die. In fact, they're more likely to survive. So option number one is the best option. This mutation is an adaptive trait, allowing them to survive and live longer. These have the non-adaptive trait. They're more likely to die. So that's how we get to our answer. If you have any questions, reach out. Otherwise, good luck.